Hello guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing absolutely fine. So today we'll be continuing with our pathology exam revision series with our next topic, acute myocardial infarction, heart attack. Acute myocardial infarction (MI) is the most important and feared consequence of coronary artery disease. Many patients may die within the first few hours of the onset while remaining ones suffer from effect of impaired cardiac function. Incidence: in developed countries, acute MI accounts for 10 to 25% of all deaths. Acute MI may be virtually occur at all ages. Males throughout their life are at a significantly higher risk of developing acute MI as compared to females. Etiopathogenesis: a few notable features in the development of acute MI are as under: myocardial ischemia. Myocardial ischemia is brought about by one or more of the following mechanisms: diminished coronary blood flow, increased myocardial demand, and hypertrophy. Role of platelets: rupture of an atherosclerotic plaque exposes the subendothelial collagen to platelets which undergo aggregation, activating and release reaction. These events contribute to the buildup of the platelet mass and that may give rise to emboli or initiate thrombosis. Acute plaque rupture: superimposed coronary thrombosis due to disruption of plaque is seen in about half of the cases of acute MI. Intramural hemorrhage is found in about one-third cases of acute MI. Non-atherosclerotic causes: coronary vasospasm, arteritis, embolism, thrombotic disease, trauma. Types of infarct: infarcts have been classified into a number of ways by the physicians and the pathologist according to the anatomic region of the left ventricle involved. They are called anterior, posterior, lateral, septal, and circumferential, and their combinations like anterolateral, posterolateral, and anteroseptal. According to the degree of thickness of the ventricular wall involved, infarcts are of two types: transmural, subendocardial, or laminar. According to the age of infarcts, they are of two types: newly formed infarcts called as acute or recent or fresh, advanced infarcts called as old, healed, or organized. Pathologic changes plus morphologic features. First, in 6 to 12 hours, gross changes which are: affected myocardium is slightly paler and dried than normal. Microscopically, coagulative necrosis begins, edema and hemorrhage present. Neutrophilic infiltration begins. In 24 hours, gross changes: cyanotic red purple area of hemorrhage. Microscopically, coagulative necrosis progresses, marginal neutrophilic infiltration. 48 to 72 hours, gross changes: pale hyperemic. Macroscopically, coagulative necrosis completes, neutrophilic infiltrations well developed. 10th day, gross changes: red purple periphery. Microscopically, most of the necrosed muscle in a small infarct removed. Pigmented macrophages, eosinophils, lymphocytes, plasma cells present. 4 to 6 weeks, gross changes: thin grey white hard stroken fibrous scar. Microscopically, increased collagenic tissue, decreased vascularity, fewer pigmented macrophages, lymphocytes, and plasma cells. Diagnosis: the diagnosis of acute MI is made on the observation of three types of features: clinical features, ECG changes, and serum cardiac markers. Clinical features: the following clinical features usually characterize a case of acute MI: pain, indigestion, apprehension, shock, oliguria, acute pulmonary edema. ECG changes: the ECG changes are one of the most important parameters. Most characteristic ECG change is ST segment elevation in acute MI. Other changes include T wave inversion and appearance of wide deep Q wave. Serum cardiac markers: important myocardial markers nowadays are creatine phosphokinase (CK) and CKMB, lactate dehydrogenase (LDH), cardiac specific troponins, myoglobin. Complications: the important complications which may develop following acute MI are as follows: arrhythmias, congestive heart failure, cardiogenic shock, mural thrombosis, rupture, cardiac aneurysm, pericarditis, post myocardial infarction syndrome. Thank you.